Okay, first, what is International Phonetic Alphabet, or IPA, is an alphabetic system of phonetic notation based primarily on Latin script. It was devised by the International Phonetic Association in late 19th century as standardized representation of speech sound in writing form. The IPA is used lexicographers, foreign language students and teachers, linguists, speech language pathologists, singers, actors, constructed language creator and translator. The IPA is designed to represent those quality of speech that part of lexical, and to a limited extent prosodic sound in oral language such as by phones, phonemes, intonation, and the separation of word syllable, to represent additional qualities of speech such as tooth gnashing, lip sync, and sound made with cleft lip and cleft palate. Extended set a symbol may be used. IPA symbol are composed one of more elements to basic types, letters, and diacritics. For example, the sound of the English letter T may be transcribed in IPA with a single letter T or with a letter plus diacritics T, depending on how precise one wishes to be. Often, slashes are used signal broad and phonemic transcription. Thus, the sound is less specific than could refer to either T or T, depending on the context and language. Occasionally, letter or diacritics are added, removed, or modified by IPA. As of the most recent change in 2005, there are 107 letters, 52 diacritics, and 4 prosodic marked in IPA. Most of are shown in current IPA chart posted below in this article and every website of IPA. And the second, the history of IPA. In 1886, a group of French and British language teachers, led by the French linguist, the name is Paul Passy, formed what will be known in 1897 onward as International Phonetic Association, or in French, Association Phonétique Internationale. Their original alphabet was based on a spelling reform for English known as Romic alphabet, but to make it useful for language, the value of symbols were allowed to vary from language to language. For example, the S sound in su was originally represented with the letter C in English, but the grape ch in French. In 1888, the alphabet was revised to be uniform across language, thus providing base for all future revision. The idea of making the IPA was first suggested by Otto Jespersen in the letter to Paul Passy. It was developed by Alexander Jones, Ellis, Henry Switz, Daniel Jones, and Passy. Since its creation of the IPA has undergone a number of revisions. After revision and expansion from 1890 to the 1940, the IPA remained primarily unchanged until the Kiel Convention in 1989. A minor revision took place in 1993, with the addition of the letters for mid-center vowels and the removal of letters for voiceless impulsive The alphabet was revised in 2005 with the addition of a letter for a labiodental flap. Apart from the additional from removal symbols, change to IPA has consisted largely in remaining symbols and categories and in modifying hyperphrase. Extension to the International Phonetic Alphabet for Speech Pathology or XIPA were created in 1990 and were officially adopted by International Clinical Phonetic and Linguistic Association in 1994. 3 is the modifying the IPA chart. The International Phonetic Alphabet is occasionally modified by the association after each modification. The association provides an updated, simplified presentation of the alphabet in the form of a chart. Not all aspects of the alphabet can be accommodated in a chart of the size published in IPA. The alveolar palatal and epiglottal consonant, for example, not included in the consonant chart for a reason of space rather than a theory, or 2 additional columns will be required, one between retroflex and palatal columns and the other between the pharyngeal and glottal columns. The lateral flap will be required an additional row for a single consonant, so they are listed instead under the catch-call block of other symbol. The identically largest number of tone letters will make a full accounting impractical even on the ledger page, and only a few examples are shown, and even the tone diacritics are not complete. The reverse tone letters are not illustrated at all. The product from modifying alphabet on the chart is a proposal to the change in Journal of IPA. Reaction to the proposal may be published in the same of subsequent issues in the journal. A formal proposal is then put the council of the IPA, which is elected by membership for a further discussion and format vote. Nonetheless, many users of alphabet, including leadership of association itself, deviate from this norm. The Journal of IPA finds acceptable to mix IPA and XIPA symbols in consonant chart and their article. Okay, next I'm gonna explain about vowel. Vowel divided by 2 differences. First is short vowel E. For example, sheep. Okay, next long vowel E. For example, sheep. Okay, next short vowel U. For example, put. Okay, next long vowel U. Okay, for example, you. Okay, next short vowel A. For example, 10. Next short vowel A. For example, letter. Okay, next long vowel E. For example, girl. Okay, next long vowel O. For example, show. Next I. For example, cat. Okay, next short vowel A. short vowel A. For example, sun, sun. The next, long vowel A. For example, car. Okay, the last four vowel, short vowel O. O. For example, hot, hot. Okay, the next part is diphthongs. First, ear sound, ear sound. For example, here, here, here. Okay, next, A sound, A sound. For example, name, name. Okay, next, W sound, W sound. For example, pour, pour. Okay, next, O sound, O sound. For example, toy, toy. Okay, next, O sound, O sound. For example, no, no. Next, EA sound, EA sound. For example, where, where. Next, I sound, I sound. For example, my, my. Next, for the last diphthongs is ow sound, ow sound. Sorry. For example, how, how. Okay. I'm gonna explain about consonant. First is p sound, p sound. For example, pot, pot. Next, p sound, p sound. For example, bad, bad. Next, t sound, t sound. For example, tap, tap. Next, d sound, d sound. For example, door, door. Next, j sound, j sound. For example, chair, chair. Okay. Next, j sound, j sound. For example, jam, jam. Okay. Next, k sound, k sound. For example, cam, cam. Okay. Next, g sound, g sound. For example, come, come. Next, f sound, f sound. For example, for, for. Next, f sound, f sound, f sound. For example, fairy, fairy, fairy. Okay. For example, t sound, t sound. For example, thing, thing. Next, d sound, d sound. For example, d, d. Okay. S sound, S sound. For example, sun, sun. Next, Z sound, Z sound. For example, zoo, zoo. Okay. Next, sh sound, sh sound. For example, she, she. Okay. Next, sh sound, sh sound. For example, fission, fission. Next, m sound, m sound. For example, man, man. Next, n sound, n sound. For example, nose, nose. Next, ang sound, ng sound. For example, angry, angry. Next, h sound, h sound. For example, happy, happy. Next, L sound, L sound. For example, late, late. Next, R sound, R sound. For example, red, red. Next, W sound, W sound. For example, one, one. Next, Y sound, Y sound. For example, yes, yes. Okay, the last part is stress and intonation. I'm gonna start explain. Intonation occurs when the voice changes in pitch and tone while speaking. Stressing involves putting more emphasis on a word or sentence to draw attention to it. Okay, I think enough for my explanation about pronunciation. This is my final exam. I wish I luck for my final exam. So thank you for listening. See you.